Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer. The graded stakes action at Belmont Park kicks off with race number 3, the Vagrancy, at 6.5 furlongs for fillies and mares. Our stakes preview coverage presented by DRF Bets. Please sign up for a new DRF Bets account. You'll be rewarded with a $150 bonus at drf.com/join. Just type in the promo code TV150. Let's take a look at this small but select field of filly and mare sprinters going 6.5 furlongs in the grade 3 Vagrancy. Linda Rice holding a lot of aces in here with the 6 Holiday Disguise at 9-5 for Arad Ortiz, and Sounds Delicious at 2-1 for brother Jose Ortiz. Let's begin with Sounds Delicious down towards the inside. Boy, on occasion, she has just run away and hid from her fields. Last time out in the distaff, let's talk about that race a little bit. I didn't think the rail was great. And she broke, and she was kind of down closer to the inside that day. I don't know whether you agree with that or not. She got a little bit tired. Did you think it was the 7? Did you think the track was against her? Or did you think she got run down by a better horse?
I think a lot of different things happened in that race. I feel, first of all, I feel like the 7 could have really affected her in that race. It was the first time they tried to go that long with her. And she didn't, it's not like she didn't really handle it, but it was a little bit of a different situation for her. And she also had Divine Miss Gray in that race, who was a fast horse and who was just up there. They weren't dueling, but that horse was really keeping her honest up there on the pace and making her race. I think it got to her at the end. I thought that she actually ran really well in that race. And obviously, she had just been so sharp on the way into that race for Linda. I mean, just looking at her running line since she broke her maiden for 40, win by 9, win by 11, win by 6, win by 8, all the while stepping up in class. I mean, Linda's gotten this horse very good, and I think the slight cutback here works in her favor.
So you're pretty much saying that that battle with Divine Miss Gray took some of the starch out of her, along with the stretch out to 7 furlongs. So pace obviously is key for Sounds Delicious, especially since she breaks from the inside post. As we cue up the Timeform US pace projector, it may not get easier because Sounds Delicious could be pressured early by Shalom. I think you believe that Divine Miss Gray is a better speed than Shalom.
I do, you know, I don't know if I think she's a better speed. I just happen to not be Shalom's biggest fan. So we'll see what happens with her. She's obviously okay. She is good enough to win this race, and she is drawn outside the other speed. And all those things I think are good things for her. And it's also, it's worth, I guess, pointing out that, to me anyway, the best race she's ever run in her life also happens to be the only other time she ran at Belmont Park last summer in the Jersey Girl. She was pretty sharp in that race. That was the race where Vertical Oak, the favorite, didn't break.
There was no pace, right?
Declared a non-starter, just left her basically loose on the lead. And I thought she took advantage a little bit, but she still looked good winning. Outside of that race, Dan, I don't know. Which one of her races am I supposed to like?
I liked Shalom's last race, her first race for Arnaud de la Cour. They purchased her for $550,000 last November, and maybe it wasn't the fastest or sexiest race in the world, but it was her first start off of a layoff. She was very confidently ridden by Paco Lopez, and then she had to work a little bit in the stretch. I thought she got a little bit of everything out of that race, and I think you mentioned a key point. She breaks outside of Sounds Delicious. I think she's going to let Sounds Delicious go, not go and open up 2, but I think she'll be sitting in a comfortable spot in second, and we'll find out how good she is. If they really hook up in battle, it sets things up for Holiday Disguise, obviously. You liked her last time out in the grade 3 distaff, and she sat a nice trip on the outside. She came around everybody. But what I really liked was, boy, she figured it out. She changed leads, something she didn't do in the Heavenly Prize. I think she's getting better with each start, and you like her sprint.
Yeah, I just like her going shorter. And listen, her first 2 starts off that long layoff, and she had an injury. We're going a mile. She ran well both times. But I like her cutting back. I think she's a better sprinter from just off the pace. And I thought she ran really, really well last time. She stayed close to the pace. She came hard through the stretch. She closed it down. This is what she wants to do. I love that Linda scratched her last weekend to run in this race.
We might have some wet weather on Saturday. That doesn't bother this horse at all. The 2 Kirby's Pennies taking a bit of a step up, but boy, how can you argue with what she's done since being reclaimed by Wesley Ward? 5 starts since the reclaim, 3 wins, 2 seconds, blowout score at Keeneland last time out. Now she gets the acid.
Yes, stepped right up in class off of a really impressive win off the layoff. She won that race very easily. She's more of a speed type horse. I don't think that's going to work that well for her in this race. But if we get a wet track, she loves a wet track.
Another one that moves up on a wet track is the 5 Swing and Sway.
Yes, that's true.
3 for 5 on wet tracks, and she won 2 stakes races at Oaklawn Park this winter over sloppy going. Now, those times were slow, but she's got the good tactical pace where maybe, you know, the 1 and the 3 go out there, she's sitting 3rd.
Yeah, that's probably true. I really almost feel like only a wet track can help her in this race. I'm a fan of hers. I actually think she's pretty good. She's a good New York bred. I feel like she's in a little too tough here.
Ascertain dominated first-time Todd at Gulfstream 2 starts back. How many times have we said that over the years? She didn't have to love that 2-turn 7 furlongs at Charlestown last time out. I know a lot of folks were really disappointed that she was beaten at odds on, but maybe the configuration of that track worked against her. And getting back to a conventional sprint with that bye or two back, it puts her in the picture.
Yeah, it's true enough. Wouldn't be that disappointed that she didn't win last time. I'd be disappointed that she didn't run at all in there. I mean, she didn't look good at all in that race. And I know she got a big figure first time for Todd, but I even watched that race and think, I don't know, she didn't look that good to me. I think she's in too tough here.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the Grade 3 Vagrancy Handicap. Mike's got loyalty. He's sticking with Holiday Disguise. He always said he liked her turning back in distance. She got a slight cutback last time out. She got a little bit of pace. She rolled him down professionally. I'm a bigger fan of Shalom than Mike is. I think a good trip is coming. I'm getting the jump on you, I think, turning into the stretch. The question is, am I good enough to beat you? I'd prefer 6. 6.5, stretching a little bit for Shalom, but I have to admit, I kind of like her. She's the third choice on the morning line. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the third choice at post time. Mike's going 6-1-3. I'm going 3-6-1 in the Grade 3 Vagrancy Handicap at Belmont Park on Saturday. You can bet the race with your new DRF Bets account. It's easy. Go to drf.com/join, type in the promo code TV150, and access your $150 bonus. Approximate post time for the Grade 3 Vagrancy, 2:34 Eastern on Saturday. Good luck.